factory. There's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're off from Baltimore. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Christian Fulton, the one to bring him down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. Hits a seam at the 40. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Hey, middle.
Another run for Henry. Across midfield to the 45. Inside the 25. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, ram. Let's go.
Right to the air is Herbert. He's on the move. He's running with it.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd down now, 7 to go. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He calls his own number again. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's a pickup of 9. And the Chargers will have a first. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense up to the line fast. On 3rd down, Herbert. Flushed out of the pocket. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit it with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and of course, was the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Escapes the pocket. Complete out to the right. And he's out of bounds. That is not going to be enough. He made a bid for it, but he was a couple yards short. That's a turnover. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. This is ahead for about 5. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson throwing here. Complete Derrick Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. They go play fake with Jackson. That's taken in by Henry. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. Completed to Hurst. And he gets him around 6 there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Chargers looking for a score before halftime. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's chased all the way to the sideline and out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it! And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. To the air this time, Herbert. On the move, headed right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. QB sneak coming. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chargers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Justin Herbert with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, and the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on a 2-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call, the coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating, and now, well, now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Alpha, sit hard. What? You at X. You at X. Sit hard.
First down. Here's Lamar. Headed out right. On the run right. Throwing deep down the side. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha, sit hard.
Motioning the tight end left. Jackson trying again on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Browns kick is up and good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Returning it from the 4. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
Working quickly here. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. This into the hands of Will Dissly. And they make the tackle at the 38. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
He's got it near the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Gets this to Bateman. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. From the gun, Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. We'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Herbert throwing on 4th down. Completed here to Johnston. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Henry running to the left. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 13. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach.
Ravens 7.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. Chased out to his right. He's on the move. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to run with Henry. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast. Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Blitz coming here, Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he takes this up to the 7. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Chargers up by 11. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Finding Hurst. A lot of mess on the move here. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. 1st and 10, Herbert. Cut at the 10-yard line. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. At the 11th hour, Brock, somebody able to storm in and force the fumble that prevents that big play touchdown.
It's almost counterintuitive, Kate, right? You'd think players, as they get closer to the goal line, would have better ball security, but honestly, more often than not, it's the opposite. We see it get knocked down in the final moment as players extend for the goal line or anticipate the touchdown and take 6 points right off the board.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chargers take over after returning it inside the red zone.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback.
Good game, man. Good game. Just running the ball with him and shit ain't shit, man.